Alright, this video is a review of what I studied today. The purpose of this video is to improve my English skill and explanation skills. This is not like tutorials. By reviewing what I studied today, I believe I can remember them easier. So let's start. Uh, so currently I'm learning, aside learning web development in class, I'm learning React by myself. And I'm gonna go over what I did today. So this was the very first learning of React. So I had no idea, and apparently, you can assign a header and contents inside um, the value. You can do them in once. It might be possible with JavaScript. I'm not sure. And this was also interesting. So once you assign those value in assign them in inside value, you can call them like this, and it's all in div element. And I also learned another thing which is called component. So apparently this is the component which was used like functions, what I noticed, because it has return and everything. And I'm gonna explain the flow of this. This is function, but component was used like function too. So this is returning. Wait, actually making props here. This is the component name, and these are the prop. It's like object. Calling component and object. Then once you assign them, then you can use like this, like calling object props name or the by calling props dot name. This is um getting value of um I think so props name, props age, props email. So in this case, props name is calling this one, and props age is calling this one, props email is calling this one. I guess this user is the trigger of using the component. And once you use this user, then this return will be executed. And then this user component looks for name, age, and email on that section. So if you call user here, then this name, age, email is going to look for these three values in the last one, the third one. And I guess this export default app is going to be exported in index.js. And this one import app from this is where Averty file is. If you wanna call practice one, then the directory should be practice one, then app. And from is it a component? It's calling function. Then once you run it, you get the result. So page 021 email, like 31 email 2. So this result was coming from by using component and props. And this is all centered because the default it has a CSS and the text align is centered. That's why they're placed on the center. So let's go next. Prac 2. Okay, and this is about JavaScript. I actually didn't know that. So this is the if-else statement, but also you can write in a way this, like question mark, these, uh, what was this? Column? This is like if, this is like else. So if age is bigger than or equal to 18, then print hey. And else, so if age is smaller than 18, then print ha ha ha. So this works as if else statement. And on practice 3, I wrote a bit more complex code. So on this one, basically what it's saying is the same thing. If age is bigger than or equal to 18, then print the contents of H1 will be over age and under age if it's smaller. So in this case, age is 19, so it's going to return print um, over age. Then on this one, this is using Boolean value is green. So if this is true, then it's going to return green. Else, which means if it's green false, it's going to return red. So this CSS is going to affect this contents. This has color. So let's test them. This was actually using Prac 1, so 3. Um, okay. Yeah, so from the case what I tested, from this case, age is over 18 years old, so it's printing over age. But if I change it to 17, then it's going to show underage because it's included into else statement, underage. And this is true, so it is green. If green is true, then return green. But else is green, else red means is green false. This is going to be returning red. So false. Then this is going to be red. So what I learned here is the way writing if else was unique but very efficient. And also it was interesting that you can like combine like CSS inside here and also if else statement. Then you can change the color depends on the condition. So that is what I learned today from React. And I'm also doing different code. This is the code for the operating system. I'm using Python for this. And I need to implement first come, first serve. So the first element of this two-dimensional array, like these values, I need to sort them in order, smaller to bigger. And I need to change them in order, then start calculating waiting completion time, turnaround time, uh, waiting time, and response time. This, um, yeah, I feel like I'm lack of programming skills, but I'm gonna try more and see how I can solve this. So, yeah, for coding, that was my today's learning. And tomorrow, I'd like to study more about React. No, I guess I'm not gonna be able to study tomorrow because I need to do assignment. Okay, so that was it.